Show me your hands!
You may remember back in March, police chased Stephon Clark in South Sacramento. They chased him into a backyard where those deadly shots were fired. They suspected him of breaking into cars and a home, and they say they thought he had a gun, though Stephon Clark only had a cell phone on him. The new policy that was publicly announced today requires Sacramento officers to consider their own safety, danger to the public, and the importance of making an arrest. Sacramento Police Chief Daniel Hahn just joined me in the newsroom and told me this.
Well, anytime we have opportunities to keep our community safer and our officers safer, we need to take those opportunities.
Have you seen some of the Facebook comments? I want to just run down.
I saw one or two early this morning.
Some folks saying, Ray saying, criminals rejoice. Misty saying, gee, why even bother trying to arrest anyone? Because something bad can always happen even if they don't run. So better to not even try. What do you make of some of these folks? Basically just saying that this is now going to give criminals the feeling that they can just run and you all won't run after them.
Yeah, I would say that first and foremost, anytime we do anything, especially something that's critical or has a true impact, 100% of the people are not going to agree. So that's first and foremost. Anytime you do something, not everybody's going to agree. If there's somebody running down the street actively shooting people, then the officers are going to continue chasing in most circumstances. But if it's somebody that got pulled over for expired registration and they pose a tremendous, the actual pursuit poses a threat to the community and to the officer, then maybe they hold back. And the other thing about this policy is it doesn't mean the officer's just going to stop and turn around and walk away. It could mean that the officer is going to stop chasing but set up a perimeter. If there's a helicopter on scene, maybe the helicopter follows them.
The new policy also requires officers to identify themselves as police and order the suspect to stop.
We want a policy that encourages our officers to engage in foot pursuits when the conditions are appropriate and the needs exist. But we also don't want officers just chasing people just because a citizen runs. And this policy clearly states that just because somebody runs from the police doesn't mean the officers need to chase that person.
I got on the phone with the president of the Sacramento Police Association to get his take on the changes.
What this did is put all of our foot pursuit stuff into one policy, and it makes it a lot easier for officers to understand when they should and when they shouldn't be engaging in foot pursuits.
And so the Police Association is in support of this?
That is correct.